Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Spencer, and you are listening to the audio commentary track for our second song, Blood for Blood, off of our album, Panic Euphoria. Blood for Blood was recorded November 4th through November 9th. The release date for Blood for Blood was January 3rd, 2020. I remember writing this song right before we went on the Hard Feelings tour with Bless the Fall and The Word Alive. I was pretty much listening to all of our old albums, and I was like, man, we do not have any fast songs. So I really wanted to write something with a lot of energy and kind of still fit the theme of the entire album, which is kind of like a life and death survival. It's a battle for your life over death. At least that's how I'm looking at it. Maybe you look at it differently. But if Better Off Dead was more the anthem, then Blood for Blood, it was the angsty retort. So if the world is out to get you, then you're going to take it down one at a time and spill blood for blood if you have to. Since we had our manager at the time and wanted us to be more on the positive side, I was willing to basically use this side to be more on the negative and be more the angsty, be more the pissed off situation that kind of led to the whole concept behind the lyrics. It was a very stick to your middle finger situation where I wanted to portray how angry I was at the time for having people turn their backs on me, going through life, still fighting for everything that I could. I definitely wanted to put across some of the anger and aggression that was building up inside of me, and I wanted it to release it in some fashion. And I wanted to show the world that, just like in Better Off Dead, you cannot take me down. And if you are going to try, I'm gonna go down swinging, was kind of the concept behind the lyrics. In writing this song, as well as recording it with Matt Good, I wanted to also have it so that way people could really rock out when we play this live. It's got a sick solo in it. It's very fast. Matt Good decided to help produce it in a way that the energy was pretty much carried out through the entire song. In comparison to Better Off Dead and this song, since that's the two songs we were recording at the time, he didn't want them to be similar at all. I wanted people to know how passionate I was about what I was saying this time around. This is the fourth album from this band, and I wanted people to know that this is my voice finally. It's the first time I'd be screaming, I guess. This is technically the first song I screamed on. It's definitely an ode to my punk days. I grew up on a lot of punk music, anything from like NoFX, Millencolin, Silverstein, and leading up to stuff that we are heavily like influenced by Beartooth. So that more aggressive punk sound we really wanted to capture with this. Since its release, this song has hit 125,000 streams on Spotify. I really wanted this song to come across like I am still fighting for what I believe in. I'm still passionate about what I do. Even if I'm the least successful musician out there, I'm literally going to fight tooth and nail to do what I love, and this is what I love to do. I'm going to live my life to its fullest extent. If I have to trade punch for punch, shed tears, sweat, blood, all those, I'm going to do it, because there's been so many times in my life where people have tried to reach out and claim me as their own or take me down. And I want them to be reminded that if they try, that this is what will happen. I will not give up. I will not quit. I'm just gonna have to eventually die one day for me to stop doing this. Since this was more of the gutsy, angsty, dirty, aggressive song, we wanted, again, the music video to portray that. Most of the music video was shot in a location in Toledo, Ohio, near a venue called Civic Music Hall that's sadly shut down now, I think because of COVID. The other half of it is shot in an abandoned building in Detroit that we actually just happened to stumble upon. We knew that we wanted like an industrial vibe. We wanted like a desolate, like a Mad Max feel, like here's post-apocalyptic world we're living in, which ironically, this was all before COVID-19. We wanted you to see that even though things were falling apart around us, that we were still there fighting in the dirt, in the dust. I think a lot of the shots that we captured in the Detroit location at the abandoned building, it was crazy. It's such a crazy area. Like there's no police, there's no security. You can just walk right into this building. In fact, we were filming in front of at least a good couple, 5-10 people at a given time. In Toledo, there wasn't that much of a situation. We were like next to train tracks in some weird like field on an underpass, and maybe you catch the occasional car, but we basically wanted a nice dusty, dingy, dirty area. And to help enhance that look, we were dumping flour on ourselves, on our instruments. I'm pretty sure that Roy brought some coal. Shout out to Roy for coming up with these concepts and helping me come up with like a visual concept to kind of portray the song, as well as from lyrically to visually. We wanted we wanted the song to be fast, so the video was fast. We wanted it to push. We wanted it to be dirty. It was dusty. We were pouring coal and flour all over ourselves to make it look like we were shedding off the dust and we were still fighting through the dust. One of my favorite shots is where I'm standing next to part where the stairs had fallen off the building, and you can see that like literally it's hanging concrete is just swinging off the building. On another fun anecdote, when we first got there, you could look all the way up, and it's maybe like a 8-story building. It was used to build like car parts or something like that. So there's like these old car trolleys. It was very dangerous. They actually sealed off the building to go up to the upper floors, but since we met people there shooting, they're like, yeah, dude, you guys want to go upstairs? And we're like, hell yeah, we do. We want to fucking see all of this place. And it was very dangerous. Some of the floors were like seemed loose and like you could fall through. So we were like, it's just sketchy. We were in a sketchy part of Detroit anyways. It wasn't in a nice area. It was like the northeast side where it gets real sketch. Yeah, so there was actually 5 of us on the shoot. This was Kyle's very first time meeting us before he had officially joined the band. He came and helped us shoot the video and shoot the behind the scenes stuff. So it was Kyle's first introduction into the world that was A War Within. One of the guys that we met, who was a photographer there, helped us get all the way to the roof, which is pretty crazy, sketchy, and scary as well, but still cool at the same time. And there's this like clown / it cutout that's just sitting up there that somebody set up, and it's a great view of Detroit, even though it's kind of the ghetto part and kind of fucking shitty, but it's still something cool. Something that I love about Detroit and kind of carries over into the music that I write is that we are very down home grown, hardened, grinded human beings here, and I feel like it's portrayed in my music, and hopefully you think the same way. Also, during the Detroit shot inside the abandoned building, we were using flares and smoke, and we were pretty much just trying to make it seem like just shit was falling apart the whole time. Because just like life, shit's always constantly falling apart. And hopefully that when you watch this video and listen to this song, you can hear us not falling apart. We would rather bleed ourselves dry than to quit doing what we're doing and not enjoy something that we're loving here, which is making music for you. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Blood for Blood audio commentary for our album Panic Euphoria. See you guys for the next one, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Be sure to check back and listen to Better Off Dead if you get a chance. Thank you so much. Bye.